Namaste and welcome to this session. Today we're going to be focusing on yoga practices for the third trimester. By this time, you've grown to a level which is slightly beyond what you would have expected, but you're still trying to work with how these bodily changes are going to be advantageous for you. Now, in this time and space where you're going to be engaging in very meticulous movements, working on the lower body and slowly coming up step by step towards the spine and finally towards the head. In today's series, we'll be doing all the asanas seated or on all our fours, being able to establish a good balance between body and breathing. Let's begin by just starting our observation in any comfortable posture of your choice, sitting on the floor. You may use a pillow or a prop, anything that can make yourself more comfortable in this position. Make sure you're relaxed, placing your hands on top of your knees, gently pressing the knee down towards the floor, relaxing your knees and thighs, releasing any tension on the ankles, keeping your spine as upright as possible without any strain, and observing the head and neck in a straight line and with your eyes gently closed. Use this time to observe yourself and prepare yourself for your practice. Take a moment to scan the entire body from the toes all the way up to the top of your head, checking for any kind of feelings or sensations, internally or externally, just observing how you're feeling at this moment. And as you deepen the awareness of your body, gradually extend your awareness and find your breath. Take some time to find your breath and observe as you breathe. Try not to change the rhythm, just witnessing the natural breath as it's flowing gently out and in. And as the breath gets stronger with awareness, witness the state of your mind, how you're feeling mentally, emotionally. We're going to be using all these three aspects, the body, the breath, and the mind, for our practice, and it is essential of how we observe they perform during the practice. Let us start the session by chanting one time Omkara. Slowly join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, we chant. Inhale. Allow the vibrations to fade away. Gently rub your palms together, generate heat, and place those warm palms across your eyes and face. And with a few blinks, just open your eyes and look into your palms. Relax yourself. Now, let's begin with the practice of the joints exercise, which is going to be very effective in loosening out and releasing any kind of physical stresses in your body. To practice this, make sure you're comfortably seated on the floor. Start by stretching your legs forward and placing your hands behind you for a gentle support to keep your spine upright. We'll begin with the smaller joints and slowly work our way up towards the larger joints of the body, starting from the toes and ankles. First, we'll just work on a little bit of extension and flexion of the ankle and toes. So from here, as you breathe out, try to point your toes forward and stretching the top of your feet as much as possible. And as you breathe in, pull the toes back in towards you, pointing it towards the head. And do this few more times. As you breathe out, stretch the leg forward, pointing your toes. As you breathe in, pulling it back in all the way. 3 more times. Breathe out and stretch. Breathing in, flexing it in. Make sure you're breathing comfortably and breathing appropriately, stretching forward and backward, and doing it one last time, stretching your hands forward and backward, and relaxing here for a moment. The next practice we're going to do is again focusing on the toes and ankles. We're going to go for clockwise rotation of the ankles and followed by the anti-clockwise rotations. So for this, you can keep your legs together or separated, whichever is comfortable and accessible to you. We'll start with the clockwise rotations. Slowly start to pull your toes in towards your head and move it down towards the left side, point it away from you and bringing it back from the right side into the starting position. You're going to do this 5 times very slowly at your own pace as you breathe in and breathe out comfortably. Continue your practice, inhale and exhale, rotating on the clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now coming back to the starting position, we're going to reverse the direction, performing the same movement in the anti-clockwise direction. So from there, pull your toes in, move it to the right, all the way back, and again in towards your forehead. We're going to do that 5 times. 1, 2, check your breath, no unnecessary tension. 3, 4, and 1 last time, 5. And relax yourself. Just take a moment, just observe how your joints, especially the toes and ankles, are feeling. And now, moving to the slightly larger joint, a more essential joint which is used for weight bearing and for mobility, the knee joint, right? Now to practice just a little bit of loosening the knee, bend the right leg and fold the knee as close as possible by placing the feet down. From there, interlock your fingers under your thigh and lift the right foot slightly off the floor, under the thigh. From here. Yeah? Good. So now, as you breathe in, straighten the right knee as much as possible. Straighten the knee as much as possible. And as you breathe out, releasing it back down. Doing that a few more times with the breath. As you breathe in, stretch the leg up. As you breathe out, relaxing the leg. Doing that 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now, we'll practice the same thing on the left leg. So take a moment to just stretch your right leg out and practice the same on the left. Bend the left leg. Interlock your fingers under the thigh and get ready. As you breathe in, stretch the leg up. As you breathe out, releasing it down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 last. Inhaling and exhale. Slowly release the leg and relax yourself. The next practice is working closer to the body, which is connecting the upper and lower part, the hip joint, right? So for this, first we're going to perform a half butterfly movement, which is just going to create a little bit of mobility on the hips, and from there we're going to go into a full butterfly posture. We'll start with the right leg. Gently fold the right leg and place the ankle on top of the left thigh. Make sure it is comfortable, not creating any strain on the knee or the hip. Now, keeping the right palm on top of the right knee, as you breathe in and breathe out, just start to flap the knee up and down very gently, creating a movement on the hips. Lifting it up and hugging it in, and gently as you breathe out, pressing it down to the floor. Going to do this for 5 to 10 times, as much as comfortable with your breathing. Use as much as pressure possible with that right hand to be able to get deeper into the practice. Doing it 1 more time before you can change sides. And relaxing. From there, stretch the right leg forward and move it on to the left side. Place yourself comfortably, once again, ankle on top of the right thigh. Using the left palm this time on the left knee. Breathing in and breathing out, just work on hugging the knee into your chest and dropping it down very gently. Use gentle pressure on palms and check if you're breathing comfortably. Ensure that you do equal counts on both sides. Recommended is at least 5 to 7 rounds in the practice. Doing it 1 more time. as you finish, just stretch your legs out and relax yourself. And now, working on the full butterfly posture. From here, bring the soles of the feet together, bending your knees and releasing them towards the side. Yes. Sit comfortably as much as your hips and knees allow without any strain. Keep your spine upright and comfortable. And as you breathe in and breathe out, just work on flapping the knees up and down a few times. Use your breath to deepen the posture, to deepen the practice. Every time you exhale, trying to press your knees deeper in towards the floor. Watch your breath. Keep going. You're going to do this just a few more times while you breathe. A very effective practice which is recommended for all the trimesters. I'm sure you've been practicing it all along. I'm doing it just for 5 more seconds before you can complete your practice. Very gently, slow down the movement and relax your legs, stretching the legs forward and taking a moment of rest. From there, separate your legs wide, take the arms behind you, lean back gently onto your arms and rest. You can release your neck back or to the sides and just work on making yourself comfortable. To be more observant, you can even close your eyes to just witness internally the changes that have happened after the short practice just for the lower body. Now, we finished working with the lower body. Let's start our approach on slowly functioning with the upper body. We'll start again with the smaller joints of the body and then work our way gently to the larger spaces of the body. Let's start with our hands and our fingers being the smaller joints on the upper body. Start by just extending your arms forward and just tightening, making a fist and stretching your fingers out. Doing that a few more times, just working on creating a little bit of tension around your arms, the wrist and the fingers and relaxing, stretching the fingers out as far as possible. Doing that a few more times. Closing the fist and stretching it out. 3 more, tighten the fist and stretch it out. Tighten, stretch. One last time, tighten and stretch. Now, once again, making a fist, let's go for a little bit of rotations of the wrist. Going in the clockwise direction a few times, going as you breathe in and breathe out, just work on rotating your wrist in a circular motion. Feeling the gentle movements of the wrist as you breathe in and breathe out. And now you can reverse the direction, just doing it in the opposite direction, being able to work on those same elements with strong mobility with the wrist. And very gently, stretch your hands and fingers out, just shaking out the wrist and hands and releasing the arms down back on the knees. The next joint we'll be working on after the fingers and wrist is the elbow. Now, to practice on the elbow, just stretch your hands forward with the palms facing up towards the sky or the ceiling. And from there, as you breathe out, allow your fingertips to reach your shoulders, just bending the elbows from the point. Again, as you breathe in, stretching the arms forward and stretching the elbows out. Doing that a few more times. Breathe in, closing the arms in, breathing out, stretching forward. As you breathe in, bringing the arms in and out. 2 more times. Bring the arms in and out. Bringing it in and out. Slowly releasing the arms down and relaxing yourself. Now working on the slightly larger joint on the upper body is the shoulders and shoulder blades. For this, we're going to do shoulder wings or shoulder rotations, what it's usually known as. So start by folding the hands and keeping the fingertips on the shoulders and bring the elbows as close as possible in front of your chest. Now, as you breathe in, lift the elbows up. Start to work on backward rotations of the shoulder, dropping the elbows down and joining them back at the center. Doing that a few more times. As you breathe in, stretch the arms up and breathe out, drop the elbows back and down. 3 more times. Inhale forward and up and exhale backward and down. Good. Inhale up exhale, down. One last time, inhale, up, and exhale, down. Now, we're going to reverse the movement, working on the opposite direction. So you're going to drop the elbows down, back, up, and forward. Yeah? And as you breathe in and breathe out, continuing that movement 5 times. 1, watch your breathing and make sure it's comfortable. 2, 3, 4, one last time, and 5. Very slowly release the arms down and relax yourself. Just observe how your arms are feeling from the shoulders to the fingertips. Just feel the awareness between this region of the body. And now, we slowly work on our neck. Again, a very essential space to be aware about. Slowly, keep your chin aware, parallel to the ground. As you breathe in, lift your chin up and look upwards, lifting the head back. And as you breathe out, releasing the chin down in towards your chest, looking down and exhaling completely. We'll do that a few more times. Inhaling, looking up, lifting the head back, and exhaling, dropping the chin down as low as possible. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And slowly coming back to center. Now looking to the right and left, you're going to move your chin towards the right side, towards the right shoulder. Again, breathing into the center and moving on towards the left side as you breathe out. Breathing in, coming to the center, breathing out to the right, breathing in to the center, breathing out to the left. One more time, breathing in and breathing out to the right, breathing in the center and finishing off on the left side, and slowly coming back to the center. Now we're going to go for lateral extensions of the neck. Breathing in at the center, breathing out, drop your ear towards the right shoulder. Breathing in, coming back to the center, breathing out, dropping to the left. Breathing in to the center, breathing out to the right. Breathing in to the center, breathing out to the left. One last time, breathing in, breathing out to the right, breathing in, breathing out on the left. Slowly come back to the center and relax yourself. Now, since we've grown quite drastically in the mid region of our body, our spinal movements are restricted in this trimester. So to just perform something that is very safe and very effective for this duration of pregnancy, we'll do simple lateral extensions of the spine. Slowly, as you breathe in, stretch both your arms towards the side, to the shoulder level as much as possible. And while you breathe out, you're going to place the right palm on the floor and take the left arm over your head, gently bending down towards the right side, as much as your body allows. Again, as you breathe in, you're going to come back to center, rise yourself up, and see if you'll be able to bend on the left side in the same way. Placing the left palm down, taking the right hand up and bending down towards the left side. Doing this very gently and slowly 2 more times. Breathing in, coming to the center, breathing out, releasing the hand, again breathing in and breathing out on the right side. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, again breathing in and breathing out. One last time, breathing in, breathing out, bending to the side, breathing in and finishing off on the left side as you breathe out. Take a moment to observe your body, observe your spine, and very slowly get ready for a relaxation practice. You can choose any of the 2 postures depending on how comfortable you are. One is the Shavasana, which you lie down on your spine, definitely using the props such as pillows or blankets to support you. Or you can lie down on the side of your body, the fetal position, whichever you choose is more comfortable for your practice. Adapt the posture as per your comfort. take some time to settle in. You can keep your knees bent in towards your hips, giving you a little bit of more support. Keeping your eyes closed gently. If you're not able to balance your body, you can definitely place the right palm placed in front of your chest or abdomen, just giving you that comfort and warmth of your body. Now, as you're here, just observe how you're feeling physically. Observe your breathing. Resting yourself completely here, not just physically but also mentally. Observe that the slow breath gives you a state of calmness and a state of mind. A good resting time is anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes in this position. Very slowly, using the support of your hands, see if you can come up to a seated posture without opening your eyes. Just there to observe how you're feeling after the practice. Sitting in any comfortable posture of your choice. Once again observing body, breath and mind. Acknowledging your practice here so that you can progress the next time you come here for the practice. Very slowly, join your palms to the heart center, rub your palms together, generate the heat, and place the warm palms across the eyes and face. Look into your palms and open your eyes. Relax yourself. Thank you and hope to see you all soon in another session. Namaste.